You've successfully fasted all day long, you did everything right, and then you ruined everything in just 5 minutes. But not because you ate something, but because you broke your fast like a raccoon in a dumpster. Your fork's flying, you're barely chewing, and you go straight for something heavy loaded with carbs. Next thing you know, you're wondering, why do I feel bloated? Why do I feel like crap? Why am I in the bathroom? So in this video, I'll show you the cleanest way to break your fast so that your stomach and your energy don't freak out. Slow down, fruit first, then protein, save the carbs for last. In this video, I'm gonna go over 3 points. First, the sneaky reason why breaking your fast too quickly messes with your stomach. Number 2, the exact order of foods that works best for most people. And number 3, I'll give you a few hacks to help yourself slow down so you can make your meal last for 20 to 30 minutes. So if you've ever broken your fast and immediately had the feeling this isn't going well, it's usually one of two things. It might be speed, like you ate like you were late for a meeting, or it's the sequence. You let off with heavy carbs and that completely upset your stomach. Think about it. Your digestion has basically been idling for hours and then you hit it with a really heavy meal at max velocity. So the goal here isn't to eat perfect. The goal is to find a way of eating that isn't going to wreck the experience for you. And it starts with a simple step before you ever touch the food. Here's the simplest way to think about it. When you've been fasting, your digestive system has been doing a whole lot of, well, nothing. So if you break your fast with a huge meal, you eat it too quickly, or you load it with heavy carbs, you're basically taking your digestive system from 0 to 60 way too fast. A lot of people experience issues when they break their fast the wrong way, such as you feel overly full way too quick, your stomach gets tight, or you feel bloated, you immediately find yourself in the bathroom, or you get an energy spike and then you immediately crash on the backside. The good news is the fix isn't complicated. You really just need 2 things: an order for your foods and then a slower pace. That's it. And that's exactly what we're gonna do next. My number 1 recommendation for breaking a fast is to start with fruit. Fruit is loaded with fiber and micronutrients, and most people aren't getting enough of either. And we're not talking fruit juice, we're talking real, actual fruit. You could have 1 or 2 pieces of fruit, like an apple, a banana, or both, or a small bowl of fruit. You're not trying to eat a fruit buffet here though. Plus, fruit is primarily digested in the small intestine, not the stomach. So in essence, you're turning the lights on before the main meal. Now, this is the part where most people ignore. You can eat the right foods, but if you eat at a pace like you're trying to race Joey Chestnut to win the Nathan's hot dog eating contest, you're gonna be in trouble. Trust me, this is gonna end badly. Your goal is to make your entire meal, beginning with the fruit, last for 20 to 30 minutes. Not because you absorb more micronutrients or anything like that when you eat slower, but because your body simply needs time to register what's happening. It tends to take 20 minutes for your brain to recognize that your stomach is actually full. Simply put, if you eat too fast, you can overload your stomach before your brain gets the signal. So here are my 2 best tips to help you slow down your meal and actually make your meal take 20 to 30 minutes. The first one, chew your food 37 times. Is there any specific magic in the number 37? Nope. It's just the number I use when I like to exaggerate things. I simply need you to chew your food enough because this is one of the most important parts of the digestion process. You're not chewing your food enough, you simply aren't going to digest your food as well. And number 2, put your fork down between bites. So while you're chewing, if you're already reloading your fork or your utensil, that's part of the problem. Put your fork down between bites, slow down, chew your food. Remember, it's not a race. Now, if you're someone like me who has eaten really fast your entire life, you might need this 3rd hack. And this one is stupid simple, but guaranteed to slow you down. Eat with your non-dominant hand. If you're right-handed, try eating with your left hand. It's gonna slow things down, and wow. This is guaranteed to make your meal a little uncoordinated, but I promise you, it slows things down. So if you are really starving and you're scared you're gonna attack your food like a raccoon in a dumpster, this is your go-to thing. Eat with your non-dominant hand. So after you've eaten your fruit, your next move is gonna be protein. And this is where you're gonna lock in that steady feeling. Protein makes you feel full longer, it keeps hunger from snapping back in an hour, and it takes the body longer to digest than fats or carbs. Eating protein right after your fruit simply makes the whole meal land in your stomach a whole lot smoother. And here's a simple target that most people can hit. You want to get at least 30 grams of a quality protein with that meal. Yes, you can do more, but you want to make sure you get at least 30 grams. The point here isn't to obsess over the numbers. It's simply to make sure that you take in enough protein that you can't overload your meal with carbs. And that leads me to the next point. This one is the big don't. Don't break your fast with a high carb meal. Not because carbs are inherently evil, but because if you come off of a longer fast and you break with heavy carbs, it's probably going to change your plans for the day. Because if you lead with carbs first, especially heavy refined carbs, it is a massive shock to your system. It hits hard, your body fights back, and you're probably going to find yourself in the bathroom.
Move, bitch!
Chances are you're going to feel hungry again. You might be a little shaky. You'll also have some natural anxiety around your next meal, and it tends to ruin the whole fasting experience. So if you're going to have carbs, that's fine, but just make sure you do it in this order. Fruit first, then protein, then add your carbs. Ideally, not heavy refined carbs. You want to choose real food carb sources here. Think vegetables, potatoes, rice, beans, something along those lines. So that order of things, in addition to slowing down, changes everything, and it will massively improve your whole fasting experience. All right, here's the whole thing in one clean sequence. If you want to break your fast without feeling bloated, shaky, or like you need a sprint to the bathroom, here's what you need to do. Start with fruit, 1 or 2 pieces or a small bowl. Then you'll go to protein, aiming for at least 30 grams of a high quality protein. Then you'll add carbs, and remember, we want to go with whole food sources. The most important thing is make sure the whole meal takes 20 to 30 minutes. Remember to slow down. That's it. Remember to slow down and enjoy your meal. You don't need to eat so fast. You're not worried about a pack of hyenas coming to drag your food away. Take your time. Enjoy it. Give your body a gentle landing for that first meal when you break your fast. Remember the order. You got this. Now, if you want to take this one step further, we need to dial in your expectations for fasting. A lot of people try fasting and they're eating the right foods and they're doing everything correctly, but the problem is that their expectations aren't realistic. Stop setting yourself up to fail. Check out this video about realistic weight loss expectations. This will help you set targets that are actually achievable. This way you can stay consistent long enough to see real results. So just check it out right here, and I'll see you in that video.